Hello and welcome to the Canyon Chasers Garage. Today we're going to be answering a question from one of you guys. We have Heather from Provo, Utah, who asks, which bit of safety gear should I buy next? A spine protector or boots? Well, Heather, this is actually a great question. Around about 2003, the British Standards Institute, or the BSI, had the same question. And they went and they looked at crash data all across England and interviewed a whole bunch of trauma surgeons to try to rank safety gear in order of importance. And one of the standards they used for their ranking was how little trauma results in permanent injury. Now, their final results were a little bit surprising, but they make a whole lot of sense when you really look at them. And we're so fond of this ranking that it's actually a standard that we use personally when it comes to purchasing our own gear and budgeting for our gear purchases. Number one, not surprisingly, is the motorcycle helmet. Head trauma is the leading cause of fatalities in motorcycle accidents, and we're big believers in the full face helmet here. When you look at a lot of the crash data, you see that the vast majority of impacts occur to the chin and the forehead, primarily the chin. So if you're going to wear a helmet, you may as well wear a full face helmet because it's going to provide you the greatest level of protection. Number two is the glove. Your hands really doesn't take a whole lot of trauma to really damage your hands, so gloves came in second. When it comes to motorcycle gloves, there's a couple things we really like to look for. We really like to see a whole lot of armor along the outside of the hand, a motorcycle-specific glove that's designed to go around the controls. A little armor over the back of the hand isn't bad, but the big thing we really like to see in a motorcycle-specific glove or a riding glove is a wrist enclosure that firmly attaches the glove to your wrist. We've seen situations where people have crashed and their hand gets flipped and the glove just goes flying right off and they're without gloves altogether. Number three actually really surprised us. Number three was actually the boots. When you look at NHTSA's data, they say that the vast majority of injuries to motorcyclists are actually feet and ankles. So your feet are actually pretty vulnerable out there. So when it comes to a motorcycle boot, there's a couple things we really like to look for. As aside from just like something over the ankle, which is like what MSF recommends, we really like to see a boot that has some sort of armor and protection around the heel of the boot. We also like to see armor protection over the ankle bone itself, the lateral and medial malleolus. The rest of your motorcycle-specific boot are going to work to make the job of shifting easier. Grippy soles for putting your feet down, a nice thin toe to get your foot into the shift lever. We're not really a big fan of your big clumpy biker boots you see like a lot of the Harley guys wear. They look cool, but when it comes to actually riding or being precise with the controls, those big cloddy boots really kind of get in the way, and it's hard to be precise with a big, thick boot. Number four is the jacket. Any motorcycle-specific jacket that's worth buying, in our humble opinion, it's going to have armor in it. It's going to have armor built into the shoulders and the elbows. And then to answer your question about the spine protector, a good motorcycle-specific jacket is going to come with a spine protector or some sort of pad or armor built into the back of the coat. So that kind of takes care of that for you. But again, we encourage you to look for a motorcycle-specific kit that has the armor built into it. And then finally was the pants. Pants were the least important out of the list. So, you know, we like to really look at this scale to kind of help us make our buying decisions when it comes to buying gear. So we hope that answered that question for you. If you have any question for us, please email us at questions@canyonchasers.net, and we'll do our best to get you an answer as promptly as we possibly can. Thanks for watching, and ride well.